Are we good to go? We're good to get started?
You're good.
Awesome. Well, welcome everyone to tonight's On Family Night. We are excited to do some training tonight. I'm actually going to be training on strong selling, which I thought was pretty good to talk about the last couple months of our seminar year. And so I'm really excited to share that with you. But before we do any training, we have some recognition to do because you all worked really hard in the month of April. And so we are going to start with some celebration for your everything that you all have accomplished. But before we even do that, I do want to open up in prayer. So if you all will bow your heads with me, we're going to pray before we get started tonight. So Heavenly Father, I just thank you for all these women that are in our area, all these women that are working their Mary Kay businesses to support for their families, to help love and take care of customers, to meet new women, to share the opportunity, and that I'm just so thankful we get to live life together. So I just thank you for we get this time tonight to celebrate all of our consultants, to recognize them, and then also to do a little bit of training as well. So I pray that you'll bless our conversation and our evening, and pray that we'll just have a great, great evening. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, Mary, are we ready with slides?
Yes, I'm getting them set up. Give me just a second here.
Awesome.
Gotta move stuff around here. I think I'd have this down pat by now, but I still don't. So there we go. Now we're ready. So I think Sherry gets to kick us off tonight.
I do. Hello, everybody. I am Sherry Mason, and I'm a brand new sales director with Mary Kay. I'm super excited. So if I mess this up, it's my first time, so have mercy on me. But we are blessed. We have 13 new beauty consultants in our area. That's awesome. So the first one we had, her name is Carly, recruited by Emily Smith. Bailey, recruited by Jennifer Huff. Heidi, recruited by Kate Mitchell. Kelly, recruited by Amy Purnell. Marisa, recruited by Bobby Joe Smith. Eva, recruited by Patty Kennedy. And Christina, recruited by Heidi Ray. And there's so many, we have 2 pages. Debbie, recruited by Emily Smith. Stephanie, recruited by Cherish Miller. Teresa, recruited by Amber Sherrill. Corey, recruited by Maya Hull. Lori, recruited by Jennifer Draper. And last but not least, Jessie, recruited by Jennifer Draper.
Woohoo!
That's
awesome. So awesome. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to make sure. Okay. Is Sherry a little frozen or am I frozen?
You're good, Mary.
I can only see one little part of the participant, so I wasn't quite sure. So you gotta love technology. You love it when it works, and when it doesn't, it's always very interesting. So, all right, you guys. Well, I am so excited to be with you guys tonight. My name is Mary Pyatt, and I am a senior sales director with Mary Kay, and I get to introduce to you the prestigious red jackets from our future national area. And so, you guys, this is the top 6% of the company. And so we are so excited to be able to recognize them. And we do have a brand new red jacket that we get to recognize this evening as well. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So at the Star Team Builder level, the first level of what we call red jackets, we have Angie from the Sherry Mason unit. Then we also have Kayla from the Jennifer Huff unit. Congratulations, Kayla. And then Anna Maria from the Maya Hull unit. Got to click on through here. Then we have Kate from the Maya Hull unit as well. Congratulations, Kate. And then Amy Parnell from my unit. And Bobby Joe Smith from the Maya Hull unit. And brand new Star Team Builder, Jennifer Draper from the Jennifer Huff unit. We are so excited for you. I know that Jennifer has shared with us that Jennifer, that's always fun, Jennifer has worked so hard to move up into this position and has aspirations to keep moving up the Mary Kay career path. And so we are so excited, Jennifer, to continue to recognize you as well. So congratulations to Jennifer and all of our Star Team Builders. And then we move up to the team leader position. At team leader, we have Vicki Highsmith from my unit, and then Laura Newson from the Maya Hull unit. Congratulations to you both. And then moving up, we have a position open. So I am so excited to see who will be in this position next month when we do our recognition, because there are so many things for Red Jackets. And I know Jennifer's going to share some new exciting things in the company announcements for Red Jackets. And so we are excited to watch you guys continue to grow, continue to move up to the elite, to Red Jacket, Star Team Builder, Team Leader, and then the Elite Team Leader position as well. And then, of course, we do want to recognize our Director in Qualification, Emily Smith, from the Jennifer Huff unit. We are so excited for you, Emily, as you are working for Director in Qualifications to become your own unit, to debut. Like, how exciting is that to be able to debut as a brand new unit, just like Sherry has done here recently as well. It is the most amazing thing to be able to do that. And so we are excited, Emily, for you and your team. So let's give them all a round of applause as well. And then we do want to make sure that you guys know, in addition to all the things that Jennifer is going to be talking about in the company announcements for Red Jackets, is every single month we do host a Red Hot Coffee Club. This is our way to be able to pour into you guys as Red Jackets. And so every month we offer specialized training just for those that are in their Red Jacket position. And in May, so in just a couple weeks, on the 21st, we are so excited to have Sales Director Autumn Britton. Autumn is actually the daughter of a National Sales Director Emeriti. She grew up in the Mary Kay world, and she has done amazing things, being the most improved in Kansas, and top 3 in Kansas, all different kinds of things. And she has already finished the Court of Sharing for this year as well. And so we are so excited for her to be able to pour into you guys on this Red Hot Coffee Club. So if you are not in Red, make sure that you talk to your director, develop a strategy, because every single person, even if you have not started to build your team yet, you can make that decision and be in your Red Jacket to join us on that call on May 21st. And we would be so excited to have you guys with us. All right, next up is Maya.
Well, hey everyone, this is Maya Hull, Pink Cadillac Sales Director from Olathe, Kansas, and I'm so excited to honor our Court of Sharing. The Court of Sharing is when you add 24 qualified team members in our fiscal year, which is July 1st to June 30th. So we are in the final 2 months of our seminar year, and we will be recognizing our court in Dallas, Texas at seminar and recognizing our area. But of course, we still have 2 months left, so we want to honor those who are in our top 10 now. Okay, number 10 with 1 new and 1 great start qualified is Susan. Number 9, 2 new, 1 great start qualified is Zyra. Number 8 with 3 new, 2 great start qualified, Taylor. 7 with 2 new, 2 great start qualified, Kate. Number 6, 3 new, 1 great start qualified, Mindy. And we're moving to our top 5 tonight with 2 new, 2 great start qualified, Lisa Vergoni. Number 4, 3 new, 3 great start qualified, Angie Daughtry. Number 3 with 7 new and 6 great start qualified, Kim Koffler. Number 2 with 6 new and 6 great start qualified, Laura Newson. And number 1 right now is Emily Smith with 9 new and 8 great start qualified. So congratulations to our top 10 so far. This is fantastic, you guys.
Okay. I introduced the Powered by Pink Achievers. If you guys have not gotten this bracelet yet, mine came today and it's gorgeous. It's got the pink pearls and then the bling in the middle. It is gorgeous. So I'm super excited about this. Okay, so our Powered by Pink Achievers are Lisa, Angie, Jennifer, Dory, Sally, Angie, Amy, Christy, Tabitha, Madison, Christina, Patty, Debbie, and another page, Cherish, Kate, Bonnie, Laura, Corey, Lula, Tiffany, Lord, I'm about out of breath, y'all, Angela, Heather, Emily, Bobby, Rosa, Courtney, and Tara. That's awesome. That's a huge list. Congratulations on your jewelry, ladies. Oh, I forgot to tell them. If they were on the screen and they had an asterisk by their name, that means they are on target for their spring consistency challenge. So if they have a star, they're going to get this other beautiful bracelet down here in the corner.
Yes. So awesome. And do you want to tell me about this, Sherry? Or she might have muted a little bit already.
Oh, this is our piece of jewelry for May. So if you have a $600 wholesale order placed before May 31st, you are going to earn this gorgeous pink sparkly necklace. And it matches the earrings that we got a couple months ago. So it's beautiful. So get your $600 wholesale order in. If you need help, reach out to your sales director and we'll be happy to help you figure out how to earn yours.
Awesome. 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 And the thing I love that the company does, you guys, is that everything works together and fits together. So when you consistently have the 600 wholesale each month to be a Powered by Pink achiever, that also puts you on target to become a star consultant. And so Mary Kay has this star consultant program to give consultants a track to run on. And so when you focus on taking care of your customers, selling product every month, earning your Powered by Pink jewelry, you will become a star consultant each quarter as well. So we are going to recognize tonight those that are on target and those that have already finished their star consultant status for quarter 4. Now, quarter 4 started on March 16th and it ends on June 15th. Okay, so we are about halfway through at this point. And so on target with at least 900 wholesale in production is Lisa, Sally, Tabitha, Vicky, Heather, Amber, and Bobby. Woohoo! Congratulations, you guys. And then we move up to those that have finished their star consultant status. So at the Sapphire level, which is 1,800 wholesale, let's give a shout out to Amy England, Lula, I guess I'm supposed to just say first names. Amy, Lula, and Angela, congratulations to you guys. And then moving up to the Ruby level, which is 2,400 wholesale, Jennifer Draper. And then when we go to Diamond, Diamond is 3,000 wholesale. Let's give a shout out to Dory and Emily. And so you guys, we still have like the entire month of May and 2 weeks in June. Okay, so 6 weeks that amazing things. This is, as Jennifer's going to share with you guys tonight, you can be a star consultant also by the end of the star consultant quarter that ends on June 15th. And so again, if you're not sure how to make that happen, talk with your sales director to have that plan in place as well. All right, Maya, are you ready?
I am ready. All right, so the next national court that you can achieve and you as consultants can achieve. So just like the Powered by Pink leads you to Star Consultant takes you to the Court of Sales. And so when you do 40,000 retail, okay, from July 1st to June 30th, you will be recognized. And what's really exciting right now is there are 3 main places that you can win. First is the National Court at 40,000. Second is the Princess Court with 20,000. And then I'm fairly certain all of us recognize 10,000 and above as well. So, you know, there are so many great places to win. So let's meet our top 10 for our area. Number 10, Patty. Woo! Number 9, Dory. Number 8, Taylor. Number 7, our first Princess Court achiever is Laura. And 6, Sally. Let's meet our top 5. Number 5, Angela. Number 4, Lisa. Number 3, Amy. Number 2, Emily. And number 1, right now on her way to finish the national court as well, is Angie. So congratulations to all of our top 10 achievers. And just like Sherry and Mary have also said, if you're looking at this and you're like, oh my word, how do I break down this strategy to Powered by Pink or Star or one of these courts? Have a coaching session with your sales director to break down how to track that. I know sometimes retail and wholesale can be a little bit confusing, you guys. So this, like I said, this court is specifically in retail. Your Powered by Pink and your Star are in wholesale, which is our consultant discount. So congratulations to all of our top 10 achievers.
Ooh.
Don't you tell I love this? All right, now I'll turn it over to Jen.
Yes. Okay. I am so excited to share with you some company announcements. Some are new, some are reminders. Mary, we don't have slides for this, do we? I don't think so. No.
I do not. I
Okay,
have
that's
one
fine.
seminar still if you need it, but otherwise it's all you,
I mean,
baby.
That's one of my announcements. The seminar registration is open. If you want to pull it up, if not big a deal. So yeah, I'll start with that. Seminar registration is open. And so every beauty consultant, we've learned some more details here. Every beauty consultant who attends in person, okay, so we're going to Dallas, Texas, July 21st through the 24th. All those who are there in person, you will actually receive a prize package on your order after seminar, and it will include some samples of our facial peel, a full-size foundation primer, black eyeliner, and satin lip balm. And we were just told like a couple days ago that those who attend seminar in person will also get one of our new fall products to try and to take home from seminar. So we don't know what that is. I don't even think us directors know what that is yet. So it is going to be a surprise gift from the company. And then there's all sorts of other surprise gifts that you will receive, but that's just one of them to look forward to. Okay, so speaking of seminar, there are a few things that you can be working on right now to get extra recognition when we're down in Dallas. Okay, so the first one is the Power Up Your Team Building Challenge. And so if you achieved your Powered by Pink jewelry last month, you're already on target for this, okay? So to achieve this team building challenge, you need to finish your Powered by Pink, which is your 600 wholesale for April, May, and June, and add 3 Great Start qualified team members, okay? So Great Start qualified is when they achieve and they order at least 600 in their first order or their first few months, okay? So that's the first way you can get a little bit of recognition, but you're gonna get on stage recognition if you do your 600 April, May, June, and add 6 Great Start qualified team members between April, May, and June as well, then you will get on stage recognition. And I have not personally been to seminar yet. However, I know that getting to walk across stage is a big old deal. So this is something you definitely want to work towards. Another way that you get to walk across stage is by achieving Princess Court, which Maya just talked to us about, the Princess Court and the National Court of Sales. Princess Court is when you have ordered from the company 20,000 retail in the seminar year. So you also will receive a beautiful sash and be escorted on stage when you have achieved that. There's a lot of you that have achieved it already, and so many of you I know that are working towards it. So we are excited to see how many of you will be walking across stage. Another promotion is the Ready and Red. Okay, so this is for first-time Reds. First-time Reds in April, May, and June. You will receive a beautiful red jacket for free that you get to order from the company. Like Jen just became our newest red jacket. She gets to order that for free. And here's some really exciting news. When your unit together has at least four first-time Reds, it kind of backs up a little bit, January to June. Okay, so anyone who has 4 first-time Reds as a unit, when that happens, the director and any first-time Reds get to walk across stage together. Isn't that exciting? So not only do you get a free red jacket, you get to walk across stage with your sales director if at least 4 women in the unit together have achieved red jacket status. Okay, so we just learned that detail. At least I just learned it today. I think it was announced maybe a couple days ago, but that's super exciting. What's also exciting coming up in the month of May is that new products are coming out. So maybe you've seen some posts in your unit group. Maybe you've seen it on In Touch. Our new summer products are going to be available for ordering this month. So if you were either a Star consultant or you sent out catalogs of samples for preferred customer program to your customers, you will get to order on May 10th. So that is a week from tomorrow. All other beauty consultants will get to order on the 15th. And we are actually doing a new product preview. I'll be doing that video in our all-in virtual beauty group on Wednesday night. So make sure you invite your customers to that so they can hear about the new products and they can actually pre-order them from you to help you place your order with the new product. So that is coming on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. And then another thing I want to share with you really quick before we get into training tonight is another special event happening in our All in Virtual Beauty group the second Wednesday of the month. So usually the first Wednesday of the month, we'll do a Mary Kay story of some sorts. However, May is extra special because it's the month of Mary Kay Ash's birthday. And so we are going to do a fun birthday celebration with you all and your customers. We are going to play Mary Kay Bingo, Mary Kay Ash style. And so we have this really cute board that my assistant has made, and it has like little heads of all of us directors. They'll be sharing a little bit about our stories, a little bit about Mary Kay Ash herself, some Mary Kay Ash quotes, birthday gifts, and more. And so your sales director has received a graphic that you can send out to your customers. Okay. So if we will be posting that, getting that to you, and it just says, hey, save the date. Mary Kay Bingo is coming up. Select 5 numbers between 1 and 20, and you're entered to win whatever prizes. Okay. So we're still working on the details of the prizes, but just to clear it up, it's just one bingo board, 1 through 20, and we will draw numbers, and whoever's 5 numbers are called first, they just comment in the bingos, like in the comments, comment bingo in the comments. So they do need to be live and present to win, but we're really excited to do that the second Wednesday in May. So that would be May, oh goodness gracious, 11th. Okay, May 11th is when we are doing that. Okay, Mary, I don't know, I lost you. Do I need to do anything else before I go into training tonight?
No, I think you're all good.
Okay, awesome. Okay, we should have timed that better. So I wasn't doing announcements and training. That's okay. It's okay. I have a lot of hot air. My husband will
Take a drink of water.
So, no, we're good. We're good. So I am so excited to share with you some tips on selling. So I have achieved the National Court of Sales the last couple of years, my first 2 years in Mary Kay, by selling and doing a few of these tips that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. Okay, actually all of them I do. And so I want to tell you all first off tonight, as we're getting started, that you are the one in charge of making your miracle happen between now and the end of June. So I don't know what that miracle is for you. Maybe it's achieving the Princess Court. Maybe you're pushing for the Queen's Court of Sales. Maybe you're achieving the 10,000 retail mark, which would be like our unit court of sales. We do a special court there as well. Maybe there's something you're working to pay for with your Mary Kay profits. Whatever that is for you, you're the one in charge of making that miracle happen in the next 2 months. All right. One of Mary Kay Ash's quotes that I absolutely love is that nothing happens until somebody sells something. So if you're feeling really good about your business, things are going well, guess what? You still need to go sell something. If you're feeling a little down about your business, guess what? You need to sell something too. When you sell something, that's when things happen. So tonight I have 10 tips, okay? 10 tips on selling. And the first one I want to share with you tonight is just to remember your why and know what you're working towards. Okay. If you're just out there like, yeah, I'm going to sell something today, or maybe I'll try tomorrow, but there's nothing behind what you're working towards, you're not going to be motivated to sell. And so one thing that you can do is have a goal poster. I know all of us talk about goal posters or tracking. If you don't have one made yet, you can make one. Doesn't be anything fancy. It's just like a poster board from the dollar store. We can make a cute one on pick collage. I've done that for a few of my girls, and get your customers involved. This is something I'll get to here in a second. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but when you have a purpose with your goal and it is put down on paper, when you talk about it, when you tell everyone about it, when you write about it often, when you're writing thank you notes to your customers and telling them that they're supporting your goal that you're working towards, like your customers are going to support you. They're going to want to rally behind you. They will stop you at church or at the grocery store and say, hey, or how close are you to achieving Princess Court of Sales? Or how close are you to becoming a director or red jacket or whatever it is that you're working towards? So I want to ask you tonight, if I were to go up to some of your customers and ask them what you're working towards, what your goal is, would they be able to tell me? If the answer is no, then it's time to start talking a little bit more about your goals. And so whether that is a goal poster, a cute pick collage tracking chart, whatever that is, when your customers know, you're going to receive even more support and encouragement. And then we can help support and encourage you better as your sales director, as your sister consultants. And so we want to know what you're working towards, because then we just get to all rally together. And that's one of the beautiful things in Mary Kay. And you will experience that more and more the longer you are in, is no matter what goal you're working towards, there are going to be people that will be reaching out and encouraging and giving you advice or tips or whatever you need, even though they're not going to benefit, maybe financially or their status isn't going to change in Mary Kay when you earn a red jacket, but they get excited for you. Like, that's all we do in Mary Kay. We get excited when women reach their goals. And so whatever goal that you want to achieve in the next 2 months, make sure your family knows, make sure your sales director knows, make sure your customers know, and your sister consultants. That way we can all be cheering each other on. Okay. So that's point number 1, is to remember your why and know what you're working towards. Number 2, it is your job as a beauty consultant. This is actually something that Mary Kay Ash taught in her notes to her sales force from the very beginning, is to make your customers feel valued and loved. Okay. So whatever it is to go the extra mile for your customers, maybe it's handwritten thank you notes. I would highly suggest that if you're not doing it already, put a little piece of candy in their order. Put it in a gift bag with tissue paper. You can spritz the tissue paper with your favorite perfume. Maybe put a cute bow on it. Whatever it is for you to go the extra mile, just so they get really excited when they get their package, whether it's in the mail or you take it to their work or they come pick it up off your front doorstep. Like, I want them to get excited. I want my customers to be excited when I show up and they know that they're going to get a cute package from me. Right. Something else that Mary Kay Ash taught was that every woman has a sign around her neck that says, make me feel important. And that's what we get to do for our customers. We get to make them feel important. That's part of our role as consultants. But I think it's also just a really neat opportunity to get to pour into women and make them feel special and valued when we're delivering their mascara and their cleanser. Something else you can do for your customers is to do something for their birthdays. Maybe that is simple, like at least sending her a text message on her birthday, maybe doing a shout out in your customer group, sending her a birthday card, or maybe giving some sort of discount for her birthday month. Any of those will work. But I would probably count on my hand, like, the amount of birthday cards I physically received in the mail this year, which I know I'm not a little kid anymore, but it's still nice to receive a birthday card, to have your birthday recognized. And you're going to stand out from everyone else in her life if you send her a birthday card. All right. Also, when you join Mary Kay, sometimes people will say, hey, are you still a consultant? Maybe it's only been a few months. Maybe it's been a couple years. But let me tell you, when you come into Mary Kay and you become what we call a lifer, okay, a lifer, that means you come in it, you're here for the long run. I can't tell you how many customers, that I now have in my customer group because their beauty consultant stopped selling Mary Kay. I'm not saying that it's bad to stop. Life happens and, all that. But what I'm saying is people love Mary Kay products, and I get so many new customers simply because I am still a consultant and their consultant isn't selling anymore or moved away or for whatever reason. And so when you are a lifer in Mary Kay, when you are in it for the long run and your customers know that they can depend on you, then you're going to earn their trust and they're going to feel special. Lastly, to have product on hand in terms of this point with your job to make your customers feel valued. When you have product on hand, you can get them their products quite a bit faster than it takes to get an order from Mary Kay to come to your house, then you either to deliver or send it out in the mail. And so no one really wants to wait a couple of weeks for their mascara. Let me tell you, if they run out of mascara and they order it from you and you're like, oh, it's going to be 2 weeks before you can get that, they're going to have to go somewhere else to find a mascara. So they're not just going to go around with no mascara for 2 weeks. And so when you have products on hand, that is a way to help service and take care of your customers. Okay, that was point number 2. That was a lot under point number 2. But we're getting on to point number 3 tonight, and that is to be consistent. Be consistent. So in Mary Kay, it really is like 5% knowledge, 5% skills, and 90% consistency. So do you work your business really hard, maybe just the final few days of the month? Or are you consistently working your business? And I don't want to say, like, it's okay. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to have family functions and go do things. That's what our Mary Kay businesses were created to do, is to have that ebb and flow. However, if you're only working intentionally, another question I would ask is, do you make your 6 most important things to do list? That talks about making a list before you go to bed of the 6 things that are most important for you to do. If my son did his 5-year-old checkup, today. Making sure my notes were playing for everyone, helping close out month-end orders. So what 6 things do you need to put on your list to help you be consistent? Another call every day or every week. So many customer follow-ups. Another thing that I would ask you is, are you consistent tonight? So you are doing a fabulous job of attending training tonight. The saying in Mary Kay goes, those who show up, so you learn. Number 4 is to know your numbers. Okay, know your numbers. Do you know how many people that you are in front of? There is parties in person, maybe parties virtually. How maybe it's a customer reorder that's trying some new product. How many people are you in front of every month? You know, a customer places an order here and there, and like, what's the average of your sales ticket? All right. Okay. People are saying I'm cutting out. Oh no.
Yeah, Jennifer, it's kind of been, I've got a notice on my screen that says Jennifer Huff's network bandwidth is low.
Mary, am I cutting out?
Yes.
It's thunderstorming. Just a second.
You might try, if you want to try for a little bit, just keep your video off and try just your audio and see if that helps for a little bit.
Okay. Has it showed it? Did my bandwidth change? I just put on the Wi-Fi.
It still says now it's back up to normal.
Okay.
And you are much clearer than you were before.
Okay. Okay. Do I need to go back? If so, I don't mind.
I would actually, if you go back to 3, like to start point 3 over again, because that whole point was kind of,
okay.
We kind of missed that one.
Okay. So someone else flag me if I need to turn off or dial in with a phone call or whatever. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Jennifer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I apologize, everyone. And this is funny because my internet's been really inconsistent the last few months. So it's funny. My internet is actually working right now, but hey, it's working. Okay. So I'll go back to number 3. Be consistent, unlike my internet. So in Mary Kay, your business is actually 5% knowledge, 5% skill, and 90% consistency. And so I would ask you, do you work your business really hard, maybe just the final couple days of the month? Or are you consistently working your business throughout? And I do want to encourage you and say, yes, it's okay. Of course, it's okay to have a family function. And I'm not saying go work your business every day of the week. Have a family vacation, do go to an after school program with your child, like have that ebb and flow. That's what Mary Kay Ash wanted for her beauty consultants. That's what we want for you. But are you doing work consistently throughout the month or only just a little bit here and there? One thing I would encourage you to do if you're not already is making your 6 list, the 6 most important things to do list. And so this is where you make a list in tonight. So make a list tonight of the 6 most important things that you need to do tomorrow. I will personally speak on behalf of this. Like, it works when you consistently make this list, get someone that you can be accountable to, send it to your sales director. I did this with Maya last year at this time and grew from my red jacket to an Equinox director within 6 months by writing down my 6 list every single night, taking a picture and sending it to her. And it doesn't always have to be Mary Kay. Like today I had to take my son to his doctor's appointment. That was on my 6 list. It was something important that needed to happen. But my other things are, on my list were all Mary Kay related. So make that list if you aren't already. I would ask you, how many booking attempts do you make either on a daily or a weekly basis? How many customer follow-ups? What you do throughout the week will reflect on how your business grows over time. So if you're only doing a little bit here and there, you're not going to see the fruit that you're most likely wanting from your business. The last thing in this section of being consistent is those that show up, go up. That means those that attend training, those that show up to sales meetings, those that are there to learn and to grow. So that's what all of you are doing tonight. So congratulations for investing in you, for investing in your business. And when you attend training and when you attend meetings on a regular basis, your business is going to thrive and your sales are going to be even higher because you're going to learn. Like, hey, new products are coming out. Hey, we're playing bingo in a couple of weeks. Hey, I need to get my customers in the all-in virtual beauty group for Wednesday night so they can learn about the new products. Things like that you will learn at your sales meetings to help you grow your business. Okay, number 4 is to know your numbers. Do you know how many people you are in front of on a monthly basis? This could be in person. This can be virtual, a combination thereof. How many people are hearing you talk about Mary Kay products and the Mary Kay opportunity? So take note and try to think back. Maybe you look back in your planner, look back in your calendar. If you're only in front of, 5, 6, 7 people a month, well, no wonder that you haven't achieved the Power by Pink if that's what your goal is, because you need to be in front of more people. Mary Kay really is a numbers game. And when you look at the numbers, when you work through the numbers, you will be able to find the path that you need to achieve what you want. And so as you have already heard tonight, if you need help figuring out and navigating those numbers, talk with your sales director, because that's what we're here for, is to help you figure out a plan to therefore get the results that you're wanting from your business. Another question I would ask as far as numbers is, do you know what your average sales ticket is, or your party sales? So for a virtual party, what's the average sales that you have? Is it 50? If so, might need to tweak a few things to improve that number. Or maybe it's 250. That's their great party sales. Or maybe in person, it's this or that. Whatever the average number is for you, that will give you a running place as well. Because if you want to achieve your Power by Pink every month, that's 600 wholesale, so 1,200 retail and sales. So if your average sales is $200 a party, well, that means you need to have 6 parties to achieve your Power by Pink. And so, like I said, Mary Kay really is a numbers name. So you need numbers games. So you need to know your numbers. All right. Number 5 is to be yourself and committed to personal growth. I do want to say this, not every type of party that you're going to hear about, that you're going to try, is going to get you excited. You might try one and you're like, oh, I don't ever want to do that again. Or you may try one and say, oh my goodness, I really like this party format, or I really like this hostess plan, and this is what I'm going to stick with. There are so many options, both virtual and in person, and you got to find what works best for you and your business. And so be yourself, find what works for you and run with it. Another tip here is just to analyze the gifts that God's given you. And this will help you be yourself. Also helps develop some personal growth as well. So are you the type of person who absolutely loves, making cute bows and packaging orders? Or is that something you're like, oh, I am not very crafty? But let me tell you, my sister is, or actually I have this customer in my customer base and she is so good at putting together packages and makes them beautiful. Maybe hire her, pay her in product. So once a week, come to your house and package products. So if you're not the crafty type, like myself, there are plenty of women in this world who are. So do what makes you happy, and then you're just going to love selling even more so. I also want to encourage you to, other than showing up for training like you all are doing tonight, just to start your day with something positive, whether that's worship music, maybe that is the devotional series you're working through, listening to an inspirational message, self-affirmations, whatever that is. When you start your day out with something positive, honestly, it will change the trajectory of your day. And I can tell you personally, and I'm sure others can on here as well, if my day does not start like that, even if I, did get a good night's sleep, it may not be the happiest of days for my family or working wise if I haven't started out the day on a positive note. All right, we're going to move on to number 6 tonight, which is tracking your contacts, okay, with your sales. Now, of course, we do have training. We teach you all about tracking with bookings and getting bookings of bookings and follow-up messages and everything like that, but also tracking your sales, okay? So has anyone ever had a customer that says, oh, I want to order soon, or I might want to try this product at some point in time? I think we probably all had that. And so if a customer tells me that, I'm going to make note in my planner so I can follow up with her in a week or a few days, depending how our conversation went. But if I don't make that note, most likely she's not going to reach out to me. Usually I need to be the one to initiate that contact, to initiate that sale. And so I also like to track when a customer might be needing some more products. So especially if she ordered skincare, I love to follow up with all my customers, ask them a couple weeks later, or a week later, excuse me, how is your products working for you? Do you like them? Do you want to change anything? Offering that gold standard customer service that we get to do, the golden rule customer service. And when you follow up with a customer, you get to have another relationship building layer with her to build that relationship, to keep her trust and loyalty. And then you get to honestly sometimes make another sale, which is really exciting. And so In Touch does have a feature. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but under the My Customers, it shows your customers, it shows orders and reminders. The little reminders, if your customer has an email address, it'll actually send them an email and say, hey, you might need to restock on your cleanser, or maybe it's time to reorder your mascara. But you can actually look through those reminders too, I don't know, once a week or something like that. I'm like, oh, maybe I should follow up with that customer and see if she's running out of her mascara. Okay, so making those initial follow-up messages and contacts. And so tracking how you are taking care of your customers will increase your sales. Another thing I would encourage you to do is just to pick up the phone and make a phone call. This is something I've more so recently started to do. It's honestly so much simpler to send a text or even a voice memo, which is better than a text because they can hear your voice. But when you pick up the phone and call them and have that conversation, you get to, it's a lot more personal, and your sales will go up as you're talking to a customer. All right. The final thing in this section here is to have a weekly goal, just like you have a big month goal, maybe, or a quarter goal or a year-end goal for Mary Kay. Have a weekly goal of how many faces you're going to see, how many bookings you're going to have, how many sharing appointments. You've probably heard of our magic formula of 3 + 3 + 3. So 300 sales a week with 3 parties and 3 sharing appointments. And so when you are consistent, back to the consistency point of doing this every single week, your sales are going to be higher. I also love this next point. Just assume that everyone is going to buy and book with you. Okay. You all know this. We have an amazing product, amazing. And we get to offer 100% satisfaction guarantee to our customers. And so the products that we have are for people of all ages, boys and girls and men and women. So tell everyone about them. They are amazing, phenomenal products. And I would ask you this. Are you using Mary Kay from head to toe? Are you using our new pedicure set on your feet? Are you using our naturally exfoliating powder as dry shampoo in your hair? Are you using our foundation, our perfumes, body lotions, everything? When you are using everything, you get to have a personal testimony about what products we have and what products you love. And I tell you this too, your customers are going to more so order the products that you love because you've tried them and you get to tell them about them. All right. Point number 8 is to be active in your customer group. And I'm not saying you have to make so many posts a day or do a live video every day. I will say live videos are important and they are helpful because your customers, they want to see you, they want to hear you. And when you post just a picture about a product, that's great. However, if you were to post a picture of yourself holding a product, saying, hey, this worked for me today, or I really love this because, or even doing a video to demonstrate it, they're going to love and appreciate that product even more and be more likely to purchase it. Now, I will say, if you're consistently posting in your customer group and you're not getting sales from posts, that is not necessarily what a customer group is intended for. And so I'm not going to go in there and be like, oh, okay, I'm going to make $200 with this live video today. Okay. So what I would encourage you to do is still to post and inform, but that customer group is there to recognize your customers, to give shout outs for their birthdays or when they place an order, tell them thank you, to keep them informed on the goal that you're working towards with your business, things like that. But being active in your customer group is very important as well. All right. Number 9 is upsell. Upsell when you go and make a transaction with your customer. This part is a lot of fun because you can take an order from $40 to $120. That's what I just did this evening. It was amazing. So what I would encourage you to do to help with upselling of an order is to give out some sort of sample every time that your customer places an order, whether that is a lip gloss sample, charcoal mask, CC cream, body product. I mean, we have all sorts of samples. Our eyeshadow samples, oh my goodness, you can get a sheet. I think it's like 24 eyeshadows for $1.50. Like pretty good profit, if they go turn around and buy that eyeshadow. But what I have been doing is I actually track which sample is given to which customer. So on InTouch, like on their profile, you can actually put in a note section, what sample was given with which order. And then you can go back and follow up with them. When you follow up with them a week later, see if they're loving their products, if they want to change anything, ask them about the sample they tried. And oftentimes they love it. And then they end up wanting to order it at some point in time. So that is one way that you can upsell and get your customers to try more products. I know a lot of us also use Monica Gabot's 50% off special deals for the month. This is a great way to not only increase your sales, but also to get your customers trying more products. So if you have not seen this graphic, ask your sales director about it. But what it is what's called May special deals. And so whenever a customer orders $50 from you or more, they get to select one item from this special deal sheet at half price. Now, you may not necessarily profit on that on that, product that they purchase because they're, you're sharing your consultant discount with them. However, when they fall in love with it and they want to order it again and again and again, then you're going to have your profits will be coming up there. Plus, it's going to help you tracking your wholesale, still getting close to your Power by Pink, whatever goals you're working on for your business. But I love this also because like the other day, I had a customer, her order was at $42. And I told her, I was like, hey, guess what? I have this special deal sheet. And if your order reaches 50, you get to select one of my May special deals at half price. So not only did I upsell her initial order of $42, it went up to like 50. I don't remember what exactly. And then she purchased an item at half price. So she got 2 more products than what her original order was for. That's another example of upselling. One other way that you can do this too is by having goodie bags on hand. This is something I admit I was not super good at, goodie bags. Something that I did not do very well at in the beginning of my business was having extra goodie bags in my purse, tucked in my car, that included my business card and whatever sample you wanted to include. I love to do charcoal masks because those are great for any aged person, boy, girl, any skin type. But what I love to do is some new verbiage that I have learned from $1 Million Director Kelly DeBlander Brigham. She will say, it's my policy. Okay. So it's my policy to give a goodie bag to everyone I meet in the drive-thru, or it's my policy to give a goodie bag to everyone I stand next to in line. It's my policy to give a goodie bag to all my waitresses. It's a policy to give my goodie bag to anyone I meet on a Monday. I mean, you can make up whatever, but by saying that, it just kind of opens a conversation for you to just be giving out goodie bags all the time. And I don't want you to just give out goodie bags and not collect their information, because if that's the case, they're not just going to respond to you with a business card and a sample. Like, you need to have some sort of communication to follow up with them. And so what I love to do is say, it's my policy to give a goodie bag and a pampering session to everyone I meet on Mondays. What's your number? I'll text you my virtual business card. So I give them the goodie bag. And then I also get their phone number. Of course, I've had their name, and I text them my virtual business card. And my friends, this is not anything fancy. I just use the Pic Collage app, and I have a picture of myself with my name, my phone number, and my website address. And that's it. And so I text it to them. So I have a picture of me. They can remember who I am. I say their name in the text message. That way I know I don't have to go into, create a contact, add a phone number, text their phone number, get their name, and then I have their follow-up information. So I can ask, when do you want to set up your pampering session? Because I met you on a Monday, and it's my policy to give out pampering sessions on Mondays. So that's another way that you can grow your business and upsell, even from someone maybe you just met, or maybe it is a customer and you're delivering an order and just saying, hey, today is a Monday and it's my policy that everyone who I meet on a Monday gets a pampering package. And so I'm giving one to you today as well. All right. My last point tonight, number 10, is to have fun. Have fun with selling your Mary Kay products. There are a few key selling opportunities in the month of May. You all know Mother's Day is coming up, so you can offer mother-daughter pampering sessions, Mother's Day gifts in your customer groups. There's graduations coming up, weddings. Also this month, the catalogs for your preferred customer program is going out. And what I've been told is that the sample in the catalogs is the new instant puffiness reducer. And so this is going to be a great opportunity once those are mailed out. I think they start mailing out maybe the 8th or 9th. So I have a note like a week later in my calendar, so like the middle of the month, to follow up with my customers and ask them if they received their catalog in the mail. And then, your director can help figure out some verbiage or, a good follow-up for that. But following up with your preferred customer program recipients is another way to get some more sales this month. And just know, like, as far as having fun, there's all sorts of different themed parties you can do. You can do a birthday party. I know Jen Draper, she posted some sort of special birthday promotion for her customers. It's her birthday month. This month is my 2-year anniversary in joining Mary Kay / when we finished our unit last year. And so our 1-year unit anniversary is coming up in June. So I'm going to do something fun. I haven't fully figured that out yet, but you can do all sorts of different themes. You can do lips and lattes or mommy makeovers, or back in March, like instead of March Madness, like March masking, like just do a face mask party. Or you can do an ice cream social where you get to try some new eye colors and have ice cream together, or summer color makeovers. Like, you all are much more creative than I am. So I'm sure you can come up with some fun names, but just have fun with your selling appointments. And of course, like I said, lots of selling opportunities throughout the month. So to close out tonight, my challenge to you is to commit to some sort of new habit the next 60 days, the last 60 days of our seminar year. So maybe for you, that's making your 6 list and saying, hey, I'm going to make this 6 list every night, send a picture of it to my sales director to be accountable. Maybe for you, that is making 3 customer phone calls a day, or making 3 booking attempts a week, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter right now. I do want to encourage you, like, what you've already done this seminar year, where you've come from. It only matters where you're going. So my final closing quote is from sales director Susan McCoy, and she taught that success isn't for the chosen few. It's for the few who choose. Success isn't for the chosen few. It's for the few who choose. So what are you going to choose to do in the next 60 days?
Woohoo, Jennifer. Oh my word, that was fantastic. And thank you for going back over the part that they had missed, because I know they were like, we want like what she said, because you had so much that you were giving to them. So thank you for doing that. And so I would just love to open it up to you guys, that if you want to, like, if there was something that Jennifer said that like stuck out to you, one of her points, or something that you're taking away, or just to affirm her, or if you have questions, we would just love to open it up for you guys to be able to do that. So does anybody have anything that they would like to share or affirm for Jennifer? And if you're muted, you can just unmute and go ahead and start talking.
I would like to just say thank you. And I love the goodie bag idea, especially the words, "It's my policy." I thought that was so cool. But I'm wondering, Jennifer, how many goodie bags would you say a month you give out?
Ooh, that's a good question. I try to always have like 10 or so like in my purse, and I probably refill it 2, 3, 4 times a month, depending on the month, like how much I'm actually getting out and doing things. So yeah, I'd say probably like 40, 50 goodie bags.
And what is in your goodie bag? Can I ask that?
Yeah. So I do a charcoal mask and my business card. And sometimes I'll put a piece of candy in there too.
Okay. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Could you go back to where you was talking about like the profiles on the In Touch with the reminders, and what you said when you give them a sample, how you put that in the comments?
Oh yeah.
Could you go back and say that?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you go into In Touch and you go to the business tools tab up at the top, you can scroll down. I'm actually looking at it right now, so I tell you for sure. You scroll down to My Customers, not My Customers Plus, that's the app, but My Customers. And when you do that, it will pop up a splash page that says Manage Your Customers, Manage Your Orders, or Manage Your Reminders. And so that reminder section is where I get reminders to follow up with customers, like for their orders. But as far as making a note for like their samples, so I'm just going to go in and look at my customer list of customers. I'm just going to click on a name. And so if my computer will load, Okay, so I clicked on a name, and what pops up is over on the side. It's like add an order, edit your customer, but right underneath her name, it pops up a notes section. And so let's say today I delivered an order to a woman named Doyle Ann. I put whatever today is, May 2nd, order dash time-wise miracle set 3D combination oily. I gave her a bigger sample because I want to get her on skincare. And so I just made it in the notes, clicked save. And so then I can go back into that customer and, see what samples I had given her. But also I found at one point in time, I was putting in all these different samples, and then I have customers message me like, hey, what was that lipstick sample you gave me? Well, it could have been this, or this. And I didn't have a way to track it. So that's why I started putting it on their profiles on InTouch.
And I do know, to add on to that for Jennifer, is if you do use the My Customers Plus app, there is, like, if you go into the customer detail, there's notes on there as well. So, and they'll sync between the two. So whichever of those systems you use or is easier to enter, you can do that. And I know, Jennifer, when you were sharing about the samples, I was going to put in the comments and I didn't, is that I've also, I love the idea of personalizing the sample to the person. Like, you gave her a different sample because you want to get her on skincare. I've also heard of people just doing like a sample of the month, that the sample that they give out in May is this sample. So everybody gets that sample. So again, they can remember, like they can make that note. Okay, in May, I gave out a, instant puffiness reducer sample, or a, whichever lipstick color. So again, it's easy to remember what sample. That's the important part, is remembering the sample that you gave out.
Yes, for sure. So, and I did do that originally, but now that I've been in it for a couple of years, like I don't want to give a customer a charcoal mask sample if she's already using the charcoal mask.
Right.
So that's why I now customize it, but I have done that before. Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. All right. Anybody else have any questions or comments for Jennifer?
Jennifer, I just want to say that was so good. And I really love the part where you're talking about consistency and working every week, or, how many faces or how many parties or how many dollars each week to have that divided out. Because you're right. If you wait till the last 5 days of the month, then you're chasing yourself. So it's like, you can't just, at the new month, you can't just like be like, okay, well, I finished last month, I'm going to just take a break now for the next 3 weeks, because then you're always in that cycle and you're never going to have that consistency. Yeah. So that's good.
Love that. All right. Anyone else?
Hey, well, Jen, it is so evident that you thought full circle of every avenue, from our appointments to our reorders to new customers. And so for me, like when I look at this big picture, you really encompass working our business full circle and how we can be selling, marketing, meeting, creating, upselling in every single pocket, everywhere we go. And so that for me was eye-opening, because I think sometimes I know I will limit myself to how an appointment is supposed to look, but you really took this to really expanding every conversation, everywhere I am, every situation, and just this attitude of readiness. Like, if I'm delivering something, how am I ready? If I'm out and about, how am I ready? If I am following up with my customers, how am I prepared and how am I ready? And so, there's a lot of wisdom in being prepared. And I feel like your training tonight taught us how to be prepared in that. But yes, I think my favorite thing you said was 5% knowledge, 5% skill, and 95% consistency. And I think a lot of times we think it's 95% skill, when a lot of it really is not, right? So thanks for that. I don't think I've ever heard that before. So that was really, really, really good. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was fantastic. Fantastic.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Mary, I want to say this. If you got registered for a seminar, because Jen just commented that she just registered for a seminar.
Woo-hoo.
We do have a seminar group. And so I want to make sure that you all know that the deadline to register for seminar is June 30th. So if you're like, oh my word, I haven't done that yet, there still is time, obviously. And I know I had a sister consultant call me today about rooming situations and who was going and what that looks like. And so I would encourage you all to be chatting in your Facebook groups, chatting with your sales director, and realizing that we have a tribe of us going to seminar. Like, you are not going to be alone. There is a very small percentage of us who know what seminar is like. And so for any of you who are scared to go because you have never been, I'm going to say like 90% of you have never been. So it's going to be exciting. We do have a group, you guys. So I'm very, very excited for that. And so I just wanted to remind you of that group, because we do have that group made for you guys as you register for seminar as well. So
yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes,
Okay.
yes. And then I wrote it back down on my list. I saw Laura just said, I put it down on my 6 most important list tomorrow to register. And then I put that group on my list because we need to like keep doing things in that group for those that register. So awesome. I love it. And I do like, I mean, I would encourage you guys, as Jennifer gave this challenge to you guys, to pick some new habit to work on for the next 60 days. Because I know sometimes we look at it and we think like, oh, what is that going to do to make a difference in my business in the next 60 days? But you guys, it truly can make such a difference, like more than you realize. And I would love, like Maya just put in there, what's your new habit? So if you know what it is that you're going to do, put that in the chat for us, because we would love to see that, because it really is something. I always loved the phrase needle moving activity, like to do something that moves the needle forward. You know, that again, making your 6 most important things to-do list doesn't seem like that's going to be monumental in your business, but it is. Because when you wake up and you know what it is that you're going to work on each day, you can wake up and you can get to work. Like, you don't have to spend this time thinking and pondering what to do. You just get to do. And so all of those things make a difference. Customer calls, you're going to build relationships with your customers. The booking attempts, think about if you did 3 booking attempts a day, what that would do for your business to help you finish out this seminar year, and how you're going to start the next seminar year on such an amazing high that will be phenomenal. So whatever it is, maybe you pick something different than those 3 things, but put in there what your new habit is going to be. And again, Jennifer, I just thank you for challenging us with that, because like Maya said, you did this so full circle that this takes something big. And honestly, in my opinion, probably one of the things that is what can kind of trip us up a little bit, because we either don't want to be pushy or we don't want to be salesy or things like this. But looking at this makes it simple. It makes it to where we get to be in control of it, and we are serving our customer. Like, everything that we talked about here was about serving your customer, making her feel special, making it fun, all of those kind of things. Following up, like if somebody remembered something I told them and they follow up, like, I think they're awesome at remembering something. I don't think that they're being pushy. Like, I'm impressed that they remember, you know? And so it just helps so much to take this and make it so super simple. So I love that. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up and see what everybody wrote in their thing. Okay, so goodie bags, meet people everywhere I go. Goodie bags, empowering music every morning. Laura says she's had the same 6 bags in her purse for months. So her new policy, or her new habit, is to make it a policy. I love that. Post more on social media group, make prayer top priority. Love it. Love it. Love it. Share, ask for a number to share virtual business card. Yes. Awesome. I love this, guys. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, any final comments or anything like that for Jennifer, or anything that she shared tonight?
I would like to.
Yes, go for it, Amber.
First off, Jennifer, thank you so much. You're always full of so much great information. I'm super happy to be part of your unit. So the part that stood out to me the most was assume everyone's going to book and or shop with you.
Mhm.
Like, don't just assume, oh, that person never wears makeup.
Mhm.
They probably won't buy makeup, or, you know, because I will tell you, what started as lotion and face cleanser turned into a $230 makeup sale. Like,
Woo!
so yeah. So it's very, like, just don't assume that this person's not going to like something just because of how they may look that day. So that really like, just assume everyone is going to book and buy from you. So I really like that.
That is awesome. That is powerful. Powerful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Awesome. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for being on with us tonight. Like Jennifer shared, just for investing time in yourself, in growing you, in learning, and just being able to take all of this wealth of information that Jennifer gave you tonight and to put it into action. You know, hearing is one thing, but taking action on it is another. And so take that challenge that Jennifer gave to all of us, sales directors and consultants included, and be able to put this into action. You guys, we are so excited for this. We are so excited for the final 2 months of our Mary Kay seminar year, and so excited to be able to celebrate with you guys at seminar in person in July, you guys. And so again, if there's anything else after we close tonight that you guys have questions about, please don't hesitate to reach out to your director. That is what each of us is here for, is to help you and support you and encourage you in any way that we can. And then we will see you next month on our all-in family night all together. I think that date is June 6th that we will be together, you guys. And so have an amazing night. Have an amazing rest of your week, and we'll see you guys later. All right. Bye, guys.